Hey guys, and in today's video, I'm gonna be reviewing the Spirit Halloween 2024 Rick Ratman animatronic. So let's get straight into it. So what we have here is, I would say, one of my favorite animatronics that Spirit has released so far for the season. He's an online only animatronic for $199.99, and to be honest, is worth it. Which I'm very surprised for the price, because every 6-footer lately has been like near $300. Back then they used to be like $200 and below. Now they're, in this generation, $300. However, Rick Ratman is surprisingly only $200, which is a miracle for me and other people. And he is a 6'3" animatronic. I think with the rat he's like 6'3" and stuff like that. But he's a very shocking animatronic that Spirit has released to us, because lately, since 2014 was the last year, I would say, that we got bloody looking gory animatronics. After that year, like 2015, they limited in detailing and blood. Like extremely limited. Like the animatronics just started looking cartoon looking. They weren't scary. For the price, it wasn't really worth it. Like they just look silly. Like normal, like whatever animatronics. Now for this year, what Spirit released to us for halfway to Halloween was something that everyone immediately fell in love with and bought him. I myself rarely buy online only animatronics from Spirit. So to me, this was the first, and it was worth it. It was worth it. The moment I saw his video, I immediately fell in love with him, because Spirit has finally listened to us. We've wanted blood, gore to come back, and that's what they did. For this animatronic, he is covered in blood. Let me get this focused. He is covered in blood. Look at the face detailing. Like, look at that. Like, if you were to put perma blood in all of these spots here, you would have such a realistic looking animatronic easily. But with the blood that they put on him is more than enough, and it's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. He has a see-through stomach with a half rat right here that also moves. I didn't realize this, but the rat also moves up there. Like, I realized it, I think, afterwards or something. Like, after getting him, I was like, oh, shoot, the rat moves inside. And then the rat is on a... Hold on, let me get this focus. The rat is also on like a spring thing. So while he thrashes around, the rat also moves as well. His arm is also posable as well, too. You could pose it however you want it. They were posed... So his arm was like posed like in the L or something, like straight looking. I have mine's posed in a certain way, and he looks perfect. But you could pose it however you wanted. Setup wise, it wasn't too hard. The only thing I didn't like about the setup was, for some reason, his stuff is not labeled. Like pull wise is not labeled with like letterings or anything. But since I'm an expert in assembling hundreds of these, I pretty much knew what I was doing and stuff, and it was just, it only took a couple of minutes to figure out, but nothing crazy or anything. His setup was good. Yeah, when I first ordered him, he came fast in shipping, like really fast. And I paid, and I used standard shipping and stuff. I used a 20% off coupon plus free shipping code at the time for halfway to Halloween. So I paid $188, which was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So this guy immediately was such, I would say, a fan favorite animatronic. Like, people literally went to town and like ordered him immediately. And I don't blame them. I did the same thing too, and there's zero regrets. Zero regrets. I love them so much. Like, barely. Like, I'm in shock Spirit brought this back. Like, this type of, like, scary looking animatronic that we haven't seen in years. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna plug him in so you guys can see how he moves and everything. So let me put the phone down real quick. All right, Rick Ratman. I can't even say his name right sometimes. Rick Ratman. All right, he is plugged in. Ah, all right, let me activate him again. So I really like how his arm moves. I really like how he thrashes around. He is made by Crazy Create. So the thrashing is very similar to like Techie Design. It's what you see in Experimental Eddie, Electrified Maniac. So his thrashing is very much known for it's similar to all of those animatronics and so on. And his animation, he doesn't need any light up eyes, which was perfect. To keep it more like looking realistic. And yeah, he only has one arm. The other one is, I'm assuming, Eden. Eden off. But yeah, for the price, it's worth it. And if you're able to find a 20% coupon, shoot, use that too, and you'll basically be paying the same price as he is now. It's just you're saving on like shipping costs or whatever, but it's worth it to use the coupon in these animatronics. Let me activate him one more time. So yeah, you saw how the rat moves in there. I did not realize that the rat moves also at all. Like, I was in shock. I was like, oh shoot. So, let me do another one from this angle. Well, I guess this wraps up for this review. So this is Rick Rat. Unbelievable, I got interrupted. Alright, Rick, you got your point across. So anyways, I think this wraps up the review of Rick Ratman. I was about to say his name wrong for the 100th time. But yes, he is available. He should be available on Spare Halloween's website for $200. I really do 100% recommend them a lot. I love them a lot. A whole bunch of others as well. And yeah, his sensor is very well, his sensor is good. So yeah, he goes off very easily. Like, I haven't even moved, and somehow he is sensing probably my mouth moving. But yeah, his sensor is very good, very good. So alright guys, this wraps up the review of Rick Ratman.